Mish-In-A-Box. One of the things that we love to do here at Camp Mish-In-A is start off our mornings at our flagpole by doing cheers together as a cabin. So we have some girls here who have made up a cheer just for you. Let's check it out.
Camp Mish-In-A, cha-cha-cha, our hearts are broken because you are not here. Camp Mish-In-A, cha-cha-cha, our hearts are broken because you are not here. Now we know that it's sad that you cannot be here, but we hope that next year you will reappear. Oh, Camp Mish-In-A, cha-cha-cha, our hearts are broken because you are not here.
Amazing!
Woo! That was well done. So, in today's part of the video, we talk about what your photo challenge for today is. And what you kind of see over there, the girls have started, is to build with Lego. In your box, you received a small package of Lego. And for today's challenge, what we would like you to do is build something out of it. Now, our theme for today, you'll learn, is dealing with the idea of walls and such. So you can see here, they've built this, and it's clearly pretty neat. And they've used the different Lego pieces within one of the bags and built this for the guy to sail on, I guess. So what you're going to do today is you're going to use your Lego from the box. If you have more Lego at home and you want to add to it, go for it. If not, no big deal. And you're going to build some kind of Lego structure for us to see. Please remember to send us a picture. You can send it to us via email, or you can tag us on Facebook or Instagram at Camp Mish-In-A. And we would love to see your pictures for the day, but make sure you have your parents' permission to do so first. All right, see you later.
Have fun with that.
Happy building.
All
Welcome to day 2 of Mish-In-A-Box. My name is Heidi, and I am on program staff here at Camp Mish-In-A-Box. Maybe you've seen me before if you've been to Camp Mish-In-A-Box, maybe not. I love Camp Mish-In-A-Box. Camp Mish-In-A-Box is one of my favorite places to be. I've come here ever since I was a little kid. My very favorite thing to do at Camp Mish-In-A-Box is sailing. Does anyone else out there like sailing? It's a lot of fun here. Today, on day 2, we are going to be talking about the walls of a house. I know yesterday we learned about the foundation of a house with Natalie, and we talked about how homes need to be built on a firm foundation. Not sand, not kind of like rumbly dirt, but a firm, solid foundation. Just like how our lives can be built on Jesus, and he could be our firm foundation. So today, I want you to think about what might come after a foundation when you are building. Do you remember how yesterday Natalie talked about when she had a house being built for her when she grew up? So yeah, you're right, the walls would come next after the foundation. Now, could you imagine if the place where you lived didn't have any walls? How would the roof stay up? Or what would happen if it started to snow in the winter? How would you stay warm? Walls are very important. Did you know in the Bible there are some stories of cities that even built walls around the entire city to keep them safe? Actually, there is a man in the Bible named Nehemiah, and God wanted him to go and build a wall around a city where his people lived. Now, what would you do if God wanted you to go and build a wall? Honestly, I don't know what I would do. Maybe I would call my dad and see if he had a hammer I could borrow or something. Or maybe I would go to the Home Depot and see if the wood was on sale. You know what? I would actually probably Google how to build a wall, like a big wall. But do you think Nehemiah was able to do those things that I would have done? No, you're probably right. He wouldn't have had a phone to text his dad, or a Home Depot to go to, or even a car to drive to the Home Depot, and he definitely did not have Google. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We don't even know why he needed to build a wall. So let's go back to the beginning of the story and find out. So, Nehemiah was a Jew, and he was working in the palace for the king of Persia. One day, Nehemiah had friends come and visit him from Jerusalem, where he had family living. When he asked them how his people were doing back home, he was really sad to find out that things were not going well. His friends told him that the walls around Jerusalem had been broken down and the city was no longer safe from enemies. Nehemiah cried when he heard this news, and he prayed to God, asking him to protect his people. Now, when we talk to God, we call it praying. This part of the story reminds me of when I find out news that someone I know or love is sick or in trouble. I know that when I pray and tell God how I am feeling and I ask him to help me or others, he is always listening to me. So that's what Nehemiah did. He prayed to God. When Nehemiah saw the king again, the king could tell that he was feeling very sad. So he asked Nehemiah what was wrong. Nehemiah told the king what had happened in Jerusalem, and the king asked him what he wanted to do. Nehemiah prayed to God before answering the king. Now, when I have to do hard things, I like to pray and ask God for courage. Doing scary things can be hard. So Nehemiah prayed, and then he told the king that he wanted to go back to Jerusalem to rebuild the city. Now, this would have been a really hard thing for Nehemiah to ask of the king. That would kind of be like your parent going to their boss and asking if they could leave work for a few months so they could go and work somewhere else. I bet Nehemiah was nervous that the king wouldn't be okay with this plan and say no. But the king actually agreed and told Nehemiah that he should go. Wow, God placed a difficult task on Nehemiah's heart, and he had a choice to trust that God was in control and that he could make a way for this to happen, or to chicken out and not even ask him at all. So the king agreed to let Nehemiah go. And not only that, he also made sure that Nehemiah had the wood that he needed to do the rebuilding, and he even sent along some men from his very own army to keep Nehemiah protected on the way to Jerusalem. So he did even more than Nehemiah expected of him to do. That was all in God's plan. When Nehemiah got to Jerusalem, he waited 3 days before telling anyone about his plan to rebuild. And then when he told the people living there that they were in trouble because of the city's broken walls, and together they all needed to work together to rebuild the wall. He told people that God had done amazing things to get him to where he was, and how the king had helped as well. The people heard what he said, and together they worked to build the wall, and they did it all in 52 days. And this would have been a really, really big wall. Wow, this story really reminds me of what it looks like to fully trust that God is in control, and to trust the way that he is able to use us in ways that we don't even know that we can be used. I also think it's awesome that God provided everything that Nehemiah would need along the way, from the wood to build with to the people in Jerusalem to help him. Imagine how long it would have taken Nehemiah if he had to do the wall all by himself. It kind of makes me think of when I like to build a fort. Now, I know a fort needs walls, but I could probably build a fort by myself, right? Like, how hard could that be? Like, if I just needed to move like this, and this could kind of be, this could kind of be, okay, you know what? Never mind. I thought I could do it by myself, but that's just gonna be way too hard, so I'm not gonna do it. I know there are some things in my life that I have to do on my own, but man, am I happy that I don't have to go through all of life alone. I know that God is always with me, and I know that He has put people in my life to support me in the good times and in the sad times. So before we go and before we send you off to your other activities, we are going to pray together. So when we pray, like I said, when we're talking to God, you can close your eyes or open them if you want to, but it's just our time to really talk to God and to really put our focus into what we want to be saying to Him. So you're welcome to follow along with me at home if you'd like. God, thank you for all of these campers and making them just the way that they are. Please help us to say yes to the things that you are calling us to do, and please put people in our lives to help us along the way. We love you. Thanks for learning with me today, campers. It was fun to learn a little bit more about Nehemiah and how he trusted God and how God provided opportunities for him to build a wall to keep Jerusalem safe. And for all of the people that God sent to help him as well. Hey, that actually gives me an idea. If I can't build this fort on my own, I wonder if there's any people around me that would be able to help. I'm gonna go see what I can find. Wow, I am so glad that I had people around me to help build this amazing fort. It would have been a lot harder to do by myself. It kind of makes me think of the story of Nehemiah. God put people in his life to help him build the wall. It would have been a lot harder to do all on his own. And God works in crazy ways like that. He puts people in our life to help us in those challenging times when things are a little bit harder on our own. We have a challenge for you today. We want to see if you can build a fort with someone in your family or someone in your house. It'd be awesome to see what you come up with. Maybe you can use some blankets, maybe you can use some chairs or other things around your house. If it's okay with your parents, you can send us a picture, you can email it to us, or just tag Camp Mish-In-A-Box, and we can't wait to see what you build. Also, don't forget to check out our craft video today. Have fun!